What do you want? A new book? More money? A beautiful painting? Now, what do you actually need? Do you need a new book? Do you need more money? Do you need a beautiful painting? And I mean need, as in it is necessary. Sometimes it's easy to think of things we want is what we need. But when you want something and don't get it, you'll get past it pretty easily. But when you actually need something but don't get it, it sticks with you. You actually lose something. At the end of March, my mom asked if I could donate a painting I'd painted of the Northern Lights to the Children's Hospital for fundraiser auction. I answered immediately no. To me, the Northern Lights are this extraordinary, awesome, beautiful thing that draws me and makes me want to paint. This painting was one of my best ones, but even if it wasn't perfect, it still meant something to me. And because it means something to me, I really didn't want to give it up. For me, it was something I was proud of, something I valued. But ultimately, it would just end up on my wall. Still, I wanted it. However, after my mom told me the benefits for the kids in the children's hospital, which included the possibility of getting toys they couldn't have gotten, or could buy more hospital machines they needed to save lives, and most importantly, it might give them hope, I started to change my mind. I started to think of the Northern Lights in this painting as the bright souls of children rising above all the dreadfuls and hatred. Sometimes I tend to think of myself before others, but you can't blame me. I wasn't still on part of my painting. I wanted to keep it, to enjoy it myself. But I only wanted it. By donating it, I will be giving it to people who needed it. Therefore, I convinced myself and agreed to donate. At last, my painting was sold for $100, which is donated to the Children's Hospital. I know that it meant a lot to the children that don't have enough money. It was a nice gesture to them, and I am proud that I did that. Even more proud than I was of my painting. When I do something nice, it makes me feel good inside. Through this auction, I realized that a small thing from you might mean a big thing to others. To prove to you just how big a difference giving what you want away can make, my mom and I did some research online. According to the Fraser Institute report, a Canadian family of four whose income was less than $60,000 a year is below the poverty line. And a government report said 10% of all Canadians fall below that line. It is around 4 million people. Now, imagine if everyone in the remaining 90%, which is around 36 million people, gave away $10 a year, things they want but do not need. That would make up $360 million a year, which would be enough to give 6,000 of those families under the poverty line the $60,000 they needed to get out of poverty. Pretty surprising, right? So, I hope you learned something important today, just like me. I challenge you all to go through your house and find something that you don't need. Then give it to someone that really needs it. Maybe it's a toy you no longer play with. Maybe it's an extra dollar lying around. It could be doing something really simple like giving your time playing an instrument or telling a story. It could even be giving away a painting like you don't really need. Even if it's as effortless as giving away clothes that don't fit you anymore, it still counts as something. If everyone does this, we can bring many of the people who are struggling in Canada out of poverty. Sometimes, all you need to do is give what you want so others can get what they truly need.